What's up everyone? The BB Neighbours twist has been announced, so we may just see a certain evil doctor drop by, or it could just be the chicken man crossing the road. We may even see this week's evictee, Ian. There is lots to talk about, guys, but one thing is for sure. Someone's knocking at the door, someone's ringing the bell, so let's let them in. First things first, guys, we are going to discuss what this twist actually means for the players of Big Brother 22. How will it influence the game? What will it do, and what sort of impact can it have on the game? So just an overall look at it, really. But obviously, so far we've had the Safety Suite comp, we've had the Big Brother basement comp, and the BB Neighbours House is the latest one, and it sounds to be the most exciting out of the lot, as a Big Brother legend is said to return and shake things up. It's not somebody returning to play the game. They are obviously probably just going to have influence, or they will be the figurehead of this twist. But obviously, as soon as Julie Chen announced that it would be a BB legend, the cogs got turning in my head and all over Twitter as well, and everyone was expressing how much they want their favourites to come back. There was many people to discuss, so we're going to discuss who could actually be this returnee, but obviously, as I said, guys, we're going to discuss what the twist is first. So now I think it could involve just some a legend hosting a comp. That's, I think, the most likely thing that could happen, but then again, it may just involve maybe influencing someone who has got a lot of reputation and a massive sort of respect from the Big Brother community as well as players alike. So it could be someone like Dr. Will Kirby. You know, he is seem to be hosting the jury roundtable every single year now, so it wouldn't surprise me if the house guest had to sort of show off some Big Brother skills, or how their game is going so far. If any of you guys have seen Survivor Island of the Idols, they did a similar twist in which some castaways would go to the island, and the two legends of the game called Boston Rob and Sandra Diaz Twine were there, and they basically would be given a task, and they could decide to turn down the task, or they could take on the task. If they take on the task and beat the legend successfully, then they get a power. If they don't, they get a punishment, and I think that's a perfect concept for someone like Dr. Will returning to the game, so he could definitely be someone, and that could be definitely a task that we see paired with Dr. Will, should he be the person to return. I think it would be legendary if Dr. Will came back. I think it'd be fantastic, and a nice little addition to this BB22 season. The idea of some other Big Brother legends include Derek, Dan, Vanessa. There's so many names we could throw around. I've seen Rachel discussed, and Mr. Spectacular Jesse, he was retweeting things to get him back in. Danielle Rose was another hope of mine and a hope of many on social media, but she confirmed that it's not her going into the house, so I think it's safe to say we can rule Danielle Rose out. But you never know, guys, because Danielle Rose obviously is mastermind extraordinaire, so she may just be trying to play us all. I have seen many people saying they wish it was Josh returning with the pots and pans, and let's be honest, they obviously have Josh and Casey at hand because they were supposed to be on this season, so they could pick either one of those up. It depends if CBS class them as a Big Brother legend, and do you guys class Josh or Casey as Big Brother legends? Because lots of people want Josh to head in with the pots and pans and turn up the notch to circus time. Another idea that was thrown around was the thought of the jury house becoming the BB Neighbours House for the next few weeks. It could be a jury battle back where they send Ian and the next 3 evictees in there to battle back. There's a twist in Big Brother UK where they do a fake eviction and you get sent to a secret bunker or a secret room, and you basically have access to the CCTV and you have a headset and you can listen to everything that's being said in the house. It's very, very different in UK version though, because no matter what people say, it doesn't really have an influence over the game or alliances, because we don't have alliances in the UK one, or when the UK one was on air. None of that sort of stuff existed. It was all down to public vote. So I think that'd be a bit too far for the US version. It would be crazy. It would be exciting to see, but I don't think they'd blow up everyone's games that easily by letting them watch it over. However, I could imagine them all sitting next door as part of a twist, and maybe there's some sort of deal sort of thing going on, like the Edge of Extinction on Survivor, where they can bargain things from people on the edge, or the neighbour's house. It's very exciting to think what could be happening, but there's a lot of mystery going on, whether it could be a legendary player or it could just be Ian, because we can still class Ian as a legendary player. But when CBS have said legendary, let's just hope it's going to be a legendary player. To conclude, guys, the BB Neighbours House is very likely going to be a competition in which house guests can win powers to benefit their game, just like the Safety Suite and the BB Basement, but with a little bit more pizzazz by bringing back a BB legend as the figurehead for this twist, which makes it very, very exciting. I'm ecstatic and can't wait to find out who this legend is going to be. You know, I'm going to be slightly biased right now, guys, but I've got my fingers for Dr. Will. I really hope he is the legend. I mean, he is a legend of Big Brother, and he has said, I think he's openly said he would never return to the game. But in a different context, maybe he'd return for a comp or something like that, especially in an all-star season. He's likely to say yes, more so than a civilian series, or, you know, they're all civilians anyway, but, you know, a non-all-star season, guys. But it's very, very exciting. My fingers are crossed for Dr. Will, as I say. Let me know, guys, in the comments who you would like to see come back, whether it be Chicken George, Rachel, Danielle Reyes, Vanessa, Derek, Dan, Josh, Casey. There's so many to discuss, guys, but let me know who you want to come back as the BB legend. But that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate the support. I'm just greatly I'm very humbled doing these videos, and I pretty much say this in every single video, but I do genuinely mean it. It's so much fun making them, and the reception is always really, really nice and lovely. So thank you very much, guys. I massively do appreciate it. But don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And until your next update, guys, I've been your host, Tom Vasey. Good night.